What? Yeah, weekday, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm kind of slow, huh, Dwayne? Hey, just Sandy. Long time no talkie. I've been watching you some, still doing your thing, making jewelry. Yeah. And Dwayne's always hanging around giving people problems. Uh, yeah, not much is going on here. We're just gonna chat. Let's chat. What are y'all up to? January 4th. Man. Yeah, Sally's supposed to be in, maybe. Her boy is sick. They're trying to figure out if he's got COVID or not. Man, what am I selling? What am I selling? I don't know. I still got video game stuff to sell. I got, I still got a bunch of old systems, consoles that I haven't even tested yet. But I mean, you buy new stuff and then it just keeps staying with the bottom of the pile. But yeah, stuff like GameCube games, and you can't watch, but you can listen. Okay, Nishana. The back view. Did I show my back? You sold one game for 250. Must have been a good one. Oh, what else am I selling? I got a load of watches coming in thanks to Dwayne. Dwayne told me about a auction by Jewelry Nurse. Jewelry Nurse. Do y'all know Jewelry Nurse? Um, she had a guest on that was auctioning some vintage watches, so I bought a whole bunch of those, and uh, it's all Dwayne's fault. He forced me to look at them and buy them. I'm a sucker for watches, but there's lots of good things about watches. They don't take up any room. There's Sally. Sally's coming in.
Hi, guys.
Good morning, Sally.
Good morning. Is Gwen still sleeping?
No, she's in there
Oh, you're being quiet.
doing business on her phone.
Oh, well, that's good. Doing business.
Yep, business. So it's still cold here, man. It's 21 degrees. Look at that.
21. Woo
Yeah,
wee.
that's chilly for Central.
Oh,
Oh no, that was yesterday morning. Now it's 34, which is still cold.
yeah, but it's not as cold.
Yeah,
So it was 21 there yesterday.
yesterday morning.
It was like 12 here with probably a wind chill of at least 10. It was freezing outside, and I had to take the kid to the doctor.
18.
And so his girlfriend went in with them. So I just stayed in the car and said, if you need anything, come get me or call me and I'll come in there.
11 degrees there. Well, you live in the
17.
Dang. Sandy, you moved to Colorado, didn't you? Don't you live in like Trinidad or not sarcastic?
Oh, I'm sorry that she fell, Hank. That sucks. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
hope
didn't
she
see
gets
that either.
better, Hank.
Yeah, dang.
Her mom fell again. That's not good. Sweltering's 36 where you're at, Dwayne. Holy moly. Hey, if anybody wants to come in, I'm sure Todd will put the link in the chat if y'all want.
Yeah,
Hi, just Sandy. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
You know, anybody that wants to come
Colorado.
in, we just, you know how we talk. We just shoot the shit, basically.
Sandy, are you in Colorado Springs or Trinidad or somewhere like that, right?
She said Utah. So is there
Oh,
Colorado?
yeah, Utah. That was it.
Oh, you're looking at moving, Hank? Oh, that's tough. Well, we're trying to be, Hank. We're trying to be good and just doing life. Dwayne says she's in Farron, Utah.
I don't know where that is. It sounds, I don't know. It's got to be like central Utah, doesn't it?
Yeah. I have a brother that lives in South Dakota. It gets colder there than it does here, especially the wind chill. They got all those mountains. So those mountains, like from their house, you can see mountains. So the wind goes over those mountains. Yeah, the wind goes over those mountains and right into the valley, and like
Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Howdy. I just thought I'd come in and say hi. It's
Well,
easier than
hi.
typing.
I get you. I get it.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm about 2.5 hours from Dwayne,
Oh, not
just
That's
far.
good.
south of him. I'm
Yeah,
near I-70 in the middle of the state.
yeah.
So,
So pretty cold there then, huh?
yeah, 11 is kind of cold for me.
Yeah.
We were
Kind
up
of cold.
there not
Yeah.
too long ago. When were we at Park City, Gwen? August?
Yeah, it was in the
August
summer.
6th? Yeah, Gwen and I were at Park City on August 6th. And we got to see Dwayne and Heather. They came over and visited with us, and we got to go out to eat.
Yeah. We need to get together next time I go up for some. All of my doctors are in Provo, so
Yeah.
we try to get together every so often and have
All
a
your
meal.
doctors? Do you have a
Yeah.
collection of
That's
doctors,
cool.
or?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, 'cause you gotta have, let's see, I have 2 or 3 doctors. I got a proctologist, I got a general practitioner, I've got a cardiologist. I guess just those 3 for me. Haven't needed the proctologist in a while, but you never know.
For sure.
Well, I've got a cardiologist and a uh, pulmonary guy in Provo.
Hmm,
So,
yeah. Oh, I got a urologist too.
Oh, wow.
So funny thing, my urologist doctor's name is Doctor Pinkstaff.
oh, geez. Oh,
What a name for a urologist, right? Dr.
man, you can't
Pinkstaff.
make that shit up.
I
I
know,
know.
right?
Oh
Man.
man, doctors
So
can't stand.
what do you call all the doctors? Is it a bevy of doctors that we have, or is it a gaggle of doctors, or
Cadre. No, I don't know.
a herd?
I heard.
Dwayne says you're collecting them like baseball cards, Sandy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
there you go. Dang. Well, I
Jeez.
hope your Medicare is taking care of you.
Oh, barely. I mean, the 20% that they don't pay is a killer.
Yeah.
They don't pay
I,
20%.
Yeah, they only pay 80% of
Wow.
reasonable charges. Yeah.
That
So,
is ridiculous.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, cause really, like, even, when you're younger, it's like if you go through work or whatever, a work insurance, that's what they usually pay, but I think it should be
Yeah.
more.
Yep.
It should
Delaying
be
both
more for,
ends. Proctologist and urologist. Yeah, I pay $107 a month for a gap plan to cover that 20%.
Yeah. Who are you with your gap plan?
Uh,
what's your baby's name?
This is Marva.
How cute.
Look at those ears.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You
I got to
got
pull
ears,
out the
don't you?
card. You asked a hard question.
Are they Papillons?
Yeah.
Yeah, cute dogs.
Pretty girl. Well,
Mm,
You've been doing much with jewelry and stuff,
yeah,
Sandy?
I have. Yep.
are you kidding? She never stops.
Yeah. Like the Energizer Bunny. Just keep cranking it out.
Yeah,
Keep cranking.
Well,
Okay.
Social Security just isn't enough to live on,
yeah.
Nope.
you know. So, got to do
Ac-
something.
Well, for sure. I agree. I mean, and might as
Accendo.
well do something that you like doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
And
part of it.
other people like to watch, so it works.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm on Accendo Gap Plan. Accendo.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's their parent company is CVS, like the
Oh, okay.
pharmacy.
Yeah.
Accendo.
There
Hi,
we
Craig.
go.
I just contacted an independent third party insurance agent, and they looked around at all the different plans, and
Hmm.
this one fit me best.
Do they also like cover uh prescriptions and stuff?
Nope, I got a Mutual of Omaha for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I
man.
pay 107 for the Gap plan, and I pay uh, about 30 to 40 for the drug plan. So altogether, it's around $140 for what Medicare won't cover.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that is so crazy to
And
think that.
and then you pay for Medicare each month too.
Yeah, I mean that's just
Yeah.
what
So,
everybody in the U.S. pays what
yeah.
180 something a month or something,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's the same for everybody that's on Medicare, and you have to do
Yeah.
it. I mean, unless you're independently wealthy and you can just pay for your own health care as you get sick or whatever.
No kidding.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Marlon Perkins. Golly, you're showing your age, Craig.
that's so not cheap.
Mutual of Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha. Wasn't that the Wild Kingdom, or did
Yep.
they have a show?
Yeah, I remember Marlon Perkins used to send Jim out. You go wrestle that lion, Jim, while I sit in the
Right.
studio and talk about it.
Yeah.
And Jim would go out in the wild and wrestle the lion. Jim used to bring animals on the Johnny Carson show, and they would crawl all over Johnny. You remember those shows?
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was a kid, but I love to watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, our U.S. senators and representatives, they get free health care for life. Good,
Oh, I
Yeah,
good
know
for
it.
them. Good for them.
Yeah. I
that's not.
think they should have the same health care that they negotiated for all of us.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
You
believe
know,
that too.
um, I think what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And
Hmm.
if they think they did such a good job with Medicare, then they should have it.
I
Yep.
agree.
I could not
And
agree more with you, Sandy. That's
I
exactly
don't
right.
think they should have all those perks even when they only spend one term in office either. You know, they
Yep.
get health care for the rest of their life. They get their salary for the rest of their life.
Hmm.
That's BS.
Yeah,
You know,
Dwayne says I don't remember voting for that.
no, I don't remember voting for that either.
That was actually in place before you were old enough to vote, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Um, and they get free, they call it franking privileges. If they want to mail something to you, it's free. They don't pay any postage.
Oh, and the airplane that they fly back and forth. Those are all free rides too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The airlines pick up that tab. So yeah, they get
airlines
a lot of perks.
or military. There's a lot of them travel in military helicopters and such.
Yeah.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of things would change if they had to live like we do.
oh for sure. I mean, really, like what? Like I kind of think that way with movie stars and singers and stuff like basketball players, football players. I think that way too. Like really, why are they getting so much money for having a talent or, you know, do, but at the same time, like at least they're pursuing that, and maybe they have to have training or, you know, uh, well, of course they have to have training, but put money into it and stuff. But with politics, they don't really have that. They're getting all this money, but then, and free rides and everything, but then, they're not
Well,
really doing anything for it.
just like anything else, they have the ability to negotiate for a salary, and the owners and fans, they want to win, so they're going to offer big money to those players.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Sadie.
And the owners don't care because we'll just up the price of the season tickets another $5 for next season.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just pass it on to the consumer.
Yep.
for sure.
So the reason their salaries is so big is because people watch them. You know, the
Yep.
Fox Sports Channel pays those owners big money to televise their games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CBS, and they do it because they get big advertising. Yeah.
yeah,
So at least you can tell where the money's coming from with politicians, How did
That's true.
where are they getting all their money?
Not really, because there's those PACs now that they don't have to report who is funding the PACs.
Right?
So it's dark money. You don't know where that
Yeah.
money is coming from. It's a pretty crappy system, but it's the only one we got.
Right.
Yeah. If they just got their salary and free health care, that's kind of where I would see them be limited to. The PAC money is just golly, just a wash in Washington.
Well, that's it. And now that it's been deregulated, where you don't know who's giving money to them, so we have no oversight on who's lining their pockets,
Right?
Yeah.
which I don't think that's right. I think we ought to know who's funding their campaigns
Yeah.
so that we can make an informed decision. But
Yep. Yep. Yep.
don't
For
get me
sure.
started on them. Oh, because I catch my hair on fire every time I
Yeah.
talk politics. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
no,
Sandy, are
I
you
just
still auctioning a bunch of your jewelry? I
yeah,
mean,
not as often as I did. I know I'm not doing every Friday night anymore. I'm slowing down. I'm getting older. Gonna have a birthday next month, and
yeah, that's happening to all of us.
you know,
We
slowing
should
down a
be,
little bit.
this morning show should be the old geezer show. Sally, you aren't really welcome. Just kidding,
Yeah,
Sally. We'll let you stay here.
That's, oh, yeah.
How
Thank
old are
you.
you, Sally? 39, right?
I wish.
You wish.
I, I'm 45.
45.
45. Yeah.
Man, if I
are you
was
really?
45 again, I could do
Yeah.
something, I think.
Gosh,
That's
you're
pretty
just a
young, isn't it,
youngster.
Sandy? I know.
Yep.
It goes by real quick,
Yeah, it does.
and like whenever I stop to think about it, I'm like, really? Am I 45? Because I don't feel like I've lived 45 years, but maybe I should just be doing more than what I'm doing. Maybe I'm not doing enough to where, my years are filled up, That's kind of how I feel like I feel like I haven't done. Mike, Mike is being mean. I am not 54. I I'm 45 and my sister is 7 years ahead of me.
Yeah. Well, Anissa, you feel old because you're like the old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids she didn't know what to do.
Seems like I'm always gaining
Mm.
them, huh?
Pretty soon those kids are going to start having grandkids on her, and she's going to be going really nuts then.
I should be gone by then. I'll
It's
be
not the years,
I'll
it's
be
the
somewhere
miles.
else.
Yeah, so true, Dwayne. So true.
Yeah.
It is the miles.
And this is kids wore her ass out.
What do you mean it's the miles?
How many
Like,
times have you been around the block?
It's
oh,
like the wear and
you
tear on
know.
his body. It's the
Yeah,
mileage that's,
I see.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, you can have a 2-year-old car with 100,000 miles on it, right?
yeah.
Of course, Dwayne looks like he's got 500,000 miles on him.
Oh, he looks like he's been rode hard, put up wet.
That's right.
Mm, my little red-headed munchkin.
back to Dwayne auction like at least
No
maybe
kidding.
twice a
Yeah.
year or maybe once a
Yeah.
quarter or something.
That was the auction. I mean, I I don't really watch any other auctions.
That started
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
I
There's so
felt
many
like they were more
reseller
real
YouTube
people.
auctions now. Dang.
Oh, any time of the day or night you can turn on and somebody's auctioning something,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Me and my
Yeah.
sister were thinking about doing it for a little while, and I'm like, I don't know. It seems like the popularity has risen for an auction type show, but at
Hmm.
the same time, everybody is doing it. But the reason why I liked Dwayne's auction was because it felt more reasonable, and like, it was real people that were,
Hmm.
they were trying to get rid of genuine treasures. It wasn't like a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
And not saying that anybody else's stuff is crap, but I'm just saying that it just felt more real to me,
Yeah.
you
And
know.
we got to touch base with such a wide variety of
Yeah.
people. I mean, there was Golden Finger Picker, there was Sandy, there was Cincinnati Picker. Who all else
There was
auctioned?
Tanya. I haven't
Tanya.
I haven't seen Tanya around. Um,
She's active in her jewelry Facebook group.
oh, okay. Um,
And she's active on Instagram if you do the Instagram. Do you do the
mhm.
Yeah.
Insty?
That's what I was
No.
trying to say. Anessa said Dwayne's was a variety, and some of these other ones are just like same old stuff. It's just it's no it's nothing different than what I can go to the
Yeah.
the thrift store and get.
And another
Uh,
another thing about Dwayne's was most of the time it was not his stuff that he was auctioning. So he had no
Yeah.
vested
It
interest
was
in
right.
how much something went for, and
no.
or he didn't. The ones nowadays is just people selling their own things, so they
Yeah.
hype it up. And
Yeah.
But I have to say that Dwayne honestly did do a heck of a job trying to get the most that he could out of each item for the people.
Yeah.
You know, he was a good auctioneer.
Yeah, I was.
yeah, in all those
Yeah.
auctions you did with him, Sandy, I, I think I bid on like at least 30 different things, and I never won a single one of them. God, you sold some beautiful things that you had made.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd bid on it and go, oh, I bid 120, and then it would run up to $300. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah.
Not that
Too
your
rich for your
thing
blood,
wasn't
huh?
worth that much. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
somebody else wants it more than I do. But I think with your stuff, people were buying for their own use a lot of times instead of buying it to resell. And
Right.
I don't wear much jewelry. I wear a wedding ring and a watch, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't walk around with a big old turquoise silver ring hanging off of me.
Well,
I like
some
to
guys
look.
like it, some guys don't, you know.
I
Just
like to look at those things, and I can sure admire the quality of workmanship. But yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
last week, all week I made men's jewelry.
Oh,
It was a men's jewelry week.
nice.
So I made a couple of men's rings. One of them had a star ruby in it, and one was turquoise. And then I made a belt buckle and uh, copper and silver bracelet. So
Nice.
yeah, I'll auction those off probably. Yeah, jewelry is the devil.
I just
Absolutely, Dwayne.
I just ran. Of course, you've seen me. I just randomly hop into one of your lives every once in a while, and
Yeah.
I love jewelry. I
what you do?
love I love because it breaks up other things for me. Like if I'm doing clothing or listing a lot of something else, I can just dive right into jewelry and I'm right back where I I use jewelry and my coins too to kind of break stuff up and uh and I don't know a whole lot about jewelry or coins, and so I'm also learning at the same time.
Bum Crack Picker still has the tag to put in the
Yep.
chat. That's crazy. Yep.
Thumb
That is
crack is
funny.
awesome.
Yep. The original moderator. And 90% of these guys don't even realize where this all got started, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I know.
Well, Dwayne was the first. He started with giving an outlet to these resellers to sell their stuff, and then Makeup Zombie started just selling straight out, not an auction, but just selling straight out on Sunday. And then I decided to start doing an auction every Friday night. So um, Dwayne started it, and I was the first one to do it for myself. And then
Right.
everybody started looking and seeing what I was doing and decided that was a good thing, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it took off from there. But I don't think anybody knows that I was the first one to do the auctions on YouTube in our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then those storage auction guys jumped in. Bunch of those channels do their own auctions.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
big enough world. YouTube is a big enough world to where, so many people can do what they like doing, and it's not going to hurt one person or another if there's
No.
competition. It's hardly any competition because it's so vast. It's
Yeah. Well, and now I've just started saying, if you want a piece of jewelry that I'm making today, make me an offer on it at the end of the show, you know. And if I can get near the money that I want for it, then I'll sell it
there you
and not
go.
wait,
Just giving out
not
deals,
wait.
y'all.
Yeah, not wait for an auction.
Just giving out
So,
deals.
just I just got burnt out on auctions.
Yeah.
Just between having a source for them and that, it just
So you
I just got
So you
tired.
go to how does the process go? So do you like go to the thrift store and then like look at jewelry or whatever and find certain pieces that you can turn into other pieces? So
No,
that's
what I did is I would it mine evolved. I started out with costume jewelry and my own pieces.
yeah,
And then I decided that wasn't real cool selling costume and custom. So I evolved into just sterling silver pieces. So I would source those from, mainly the internet,
yeah.
and buy it at a decent price and then resell it on Friday nights. And that's getting harder to do too,
So I'm
especially
surprised that
since,
the custom costume jewelry didn't take off though.
the costume jewelry did well.
Oh, okay.
It did well. I just felt like I wanted to just do the silver because of,
Yeah.
you know, my jewelry that I was selling. So,
Make it more of a fine jewelry instead of
yeah.
okay. I see what you're saying.
So I evolved into the just the silver
Yeah.
and then my pieces. So I would have, three or four of my pieces and probably a dozen other lots of silver on Friday night.
Yeah.
And but you know that takes time to go and find the jewelry and
Really,
get it
yeah,
in, and then you got money tied up, and
yeah, for sure.
it. And then when COVID hit, everybody jumped on the different sites that I was on and started sourcing from there, and so the deals
Yeah.
sort of disappeared
Shop
because
Shop
every
Goodwill Shop Goodwill has some good stuff. Like if you
yeah.
can get pounds and pounds of jewelry for, for a little bit of money, I mean,
Hmm.
sometimes I mean, the lots that I got, if I paid like 10 for the lot, or 20 even, and then probably 10 for shipping. So that's $30. I could make I could make $30 usually out of 3 or 4 pieces
Hmm.
in there.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a lot of Ann Taylor Loft and stuff like that, and people are looking for those older pieces that we're selling. It's mall brand jewelry, but they were still looking for that kind of stuff. That they've seen before in the stores
Right.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and and so you could still sell them. I do well if something is signed and it's a mall
Yeah.
jewelry, I do fine with it.
I've gotten a couple of 14 karat and diamond rings from Shop Goodwill that they sold as
Oh, wow.
uh, uh, silver, and I got I paid this bracelet here
Oh, yeah.
is silver,
It's
and
pretty.
I got it in a lot of what was supposed to be costume jewelry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I paid $50 for the bag of bracelets,
Yeah.
and this was in there.
What do you think that
So,
piece is worth?
oh, it's selling for 350.
Right. That is
You know,
awesome. Yeah.
so
Hi there, blended whiskey.
Nice.
basically their mistakes were, what turned it into a good thing. But
Oh, yeah. I bought a bag of jewelry. It was a little more than what I'm used to paying at my Salvation Army. I bought it for $40, and I got a gold piece out of it. It's an 18 karat gold tennis bracelet with diamonds in it,
wow,
and it sold. It sold last week for $922 on auction,
oh,
but
that's great.
they said that they were going to send them back because they said that the diamonds were too small for them. I'm like, okay, well, it hasn't happened yet. Maybe it won't happen. That would be great for me. You know what I mean? But if not, I'll
That
sell it again.
yeah, that's a
You know,
little
it's hard.
that's kind of chicken shit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I
Absolutely.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that on your channel, Todd, but
No,
No,
it's
that's
fine.
that's just that's no. You know,
Yeah,
you got pictures of it. You see what it is.
yeah. He was
yeah.
asking
You
questions after he bought it and all
yeah
that, and I just there was people telling me, "Oh, I feel really bad, that he was asking questions after. It took him like 2 days, 2 or 3 days to pay, you know, and it was like you know what? It's whatever. If it comes back and it's in the same condition, I'll sell it again. It's
yeah
not a big deal. It's a really pretty bracelet. It's very, really,
yeah
it's, I almost kept it for myself, but I'm like, no, this is worth something,
yeah
but finding that in a bag it's awesome. I love that treasure hunting feel when you can find something so good in a bag you know, that you only pay $40 for. It's like,
yeah
woo!
bonus.
But everybody has
Yeah.
that on different items.
Oh yeah,
I've had several items down through the years that I've sold 3 times. I've had items come back twice in returns. So
Yeah, but
it happens.
Todd sold that. What was that? That watch last year? Was it last year you sold it?
Oh, the
That
good one?
Yeah, the good one.
No, that's over 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah, it's been. God, it doesn't seem like that long. Doesn't seem like that long ago that you sold that.
Yeah, it has been though. Maybe 3 years ago. I know I sold it in December, and I
Oh,
know
okay.
it wasn't. I know it wasn't last December.
I don't know if you know Lag, Sandy. I don't know who that is.
No,
But
I don't know
they
lag, but
they
hi,
like
lag.
you could do you could do her customer service. Yeah,
All
look
right,
it up.
not a problem.
I've
Yeah,
No,
seen
I just
lag in.
it's really hard, but it's like it's kind of like it's business. It's you do
that's
what you
it.
got to do.
Lag, I've seen you a lot in Bearded Pickers lives, haven't I?
Oh yeah, over at Scott's place.
Yeah, I think I've seen Lag
Um, oh, okay.
make comments in Bearded Pickers
Yeah.
live shows a lot of times.
Well, good to have you. Anyways.
Yeah, yeah, and this always hangs in Bearded Pickers lives too.
Holy moly. Mike said I had a pair of sunglasses that had like 14,000 miles of travel on them until they finally landed, twice returned. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's just how it goes. If you have something that has to come back, it's whatever. Somebody else will appreciate it even more.
Yeah,
Well, lag, you'll have to come over to my channel when uh, in the afternoons and watch me make some jewelry.
yeah, it's just
I'd,
fascinating.
let's see, how can I put that in? I have to go over to YouTube, don't I, to put that in
Yeah, probably.
my deal.
Or if you
Every,
want to just spell it out, somebody else could probably do it.
every
Here
once
we
in a while,
go.
Sandy will start up her buffing machine and be holding the jewelry up against it, and she'll stop talking, and so I'll get all drowsy and almost fall asleep. I'm
There
not
you go, Bumcrack. Just put in your channel.
I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
trying to be
Thank you,
I'm not trying
Bumcrack.
to be rude saying I fall asleep during your show, but that buffer when it's going and that steady sound,
It's like white noise.
yeah, it's just like it can
Oh,
it can put me out. If I could get like a recording of her buffer and go to sleep with it every night, I'd be out in seconds.
I got a
There
few.
you
I'll be
go.
right back.
All right. Yeah, we have fun over there.
Yeah,
It's pretty
you got
low
a
key.
you got a steady crew of people that come on and chat with you, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. There's Sandy's
yeah.
channel. Thank you, Bum Crack.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm already subbed and got your bell rung and everything, Sandy. But
Right.
I don't uh, I don't always make it in because I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not on 5 days a week anymore either. Uh, 2 or 3 is about what I think I've been averaging. It just depends on how good I feel. If I feel good, then I'm going to come on and work and do some stuff. And uh, if I don't, I don't, you know.
Right.
So, uh,
Well, that's the way you got to be at our age.
man, yeah, I used to be Wonder Woman, and boy, that W is sure fading off of my jersey.
Yeah.
But um, so I think I've got a bunch of watches, and I think I'm just send to you.
Shoot,
I don't want to mess with them,
I'll pay you
you
for them.
know.
You
Well,
got like vintage ones or?
um, yeah, some of them are pretty decent. I have no idea what they're worth. I think what I'll do, Todd, is just send them to you if you like them. Give me a couple bucks and we'll be good. You know,
I love it. I'll do it.
because I just don't. There's no way I'm going to list them or anything. Uh,
Yeah. I got some big old amplifiers to pack up this morning and ship out. I'm getting tired of big stuff like that.
yeah, that's
It
hard to
sells
do.
for good money though. So
I know.
I go on the I go on the local auctions around here, and sometimes I just buy big stuff. I'm like, God, why did you do that?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I got okay storage here in my home with the
Hmm.
boys being grown and gone, but yeah, I need to I need to move some stuff and get that big stuff out of here. You know those like drum sets to like the video game
Oh yeah,
rock
yeah.
band
Hmm.
type stuff. I got like five of those, and
Oh
they're
my
big, and they
gosh.
just they just take up room, you know. And
Do those sell very well?
yeah, but they're hard to ship, and you
Yeah,
you gotta put
that's
them
like
all
Guitar
together and
Hero,
hook
isn't
up.
it, or something?
Yeah, Guitar Hero and
Yeah,
Rock Band, you know. But you gotta put them all together and test them, and you gotta
yeah,
fit you gotta fiddle with them a bunch, and um, then after you do sell them, then you gotta pack and ship them, and I gotta quit selling big stuff.
well, I still have about 300 remotes.
300.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my son's medicine. I'll be
alrighty.
back, but probably not before the end of the show. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming on, Sandy.
You
See you
betcha.
later, Sally.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I started out um, actually selling remotes and electronics and that, and then got into jewelry. But yeah, I've got about 300 remotes that I need to just sell.
Well, if you've had them that long, you probably ought to check the battery backs,
Oh
and
yeah, I
see
no,
if you
I
got batteries corroding in them.
yeah. Most of them don't have batteries in them,
Yeah, that's good.
so yeah, no.
Because I don't know how many rummage sales I go to, and hey, that's a pretty good looking DVD VCR player. It sells for $100 on eBay with the remote. And you open up the remote, and it just looks like a science experiment in that battery bay. You know what I'm saying? With all the green and white
Yeah,
acid corrosion in there. You're like,
yeah,
oh God, here we go. So then
yeah.
you
But
have to
it's
sell a $120 setup for like $50 because you don't have a working remote to go with it. But
well,
yeah,
uh, yeah. I've got remotes coming out of my ears.
who's Rockstar Flipper? He puts out job lots of those things. I guess he finds so many of them that he will sell like 30 pounds of remotes in a job lot to people on his that watch his channel.
Hmm. Dang. Well, it's pretty good money. You take two pictures, uh, front and back, and so it's an easy list.
Yeah.
And you make usually around $10, $10 to $20 on each remote. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I know the Gilmans. You remember the Gilmans? They used to do remotes real heavy,
hmm
but then they started doing private label stuff and they got too big for YouTube.
oh,
They
ain't
quit
that a
making
shame?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I still enjoy YouTube. I enjoy the interaction, of
Yeah.
being able to talk to these people all over the world, you know, and share back and forth. So when it's not fun
Radio. Yep.
anymore, I'll quit, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I made friends with a lot of YouTubers,
hmm
and so much so I've had meetups with people like Dwayne. And
yeah,
when we visited Great Britain several years ago, we visited with a cyber curtain twitcher who's a gold and silver YouTube guy. Got to know him, and we
hmm
said, "Hey, we'll come visit. We're going to be there." And
well, $8 a piece, untested. That's still a hell of a deal for a VCR and combos. That's amazing.
yeah,
That's
I
a damn
mean,
good price.
some of them are really good. Like the Sony ones always sell for a lot.
hmm
Some of the off-brand ones, not so much. Toadcast, yeah. You remember Toadcast? Is he still around?
I haven't seen it.
He dropped off the face of the earth about 4 years ago, and then I saw him. He came back a little bit, and then he went, but he disappeared again.
Sub to Dwayne at rollofpennies.com. That's pretty good. Bum crack. Pretty good. Oh yeah. I mean, does he? Do you have to ship him, or is he there in town, Mr. Sadie? Those
So,
units.
sounds like a local guy to Dwayne or to Sadie.
Yeah, it would be great if it was local, where you didn't. The the shipping sometimes will kill you.
Yeah, Paul, guy, his was like the first YouTube reseller chat that he did with. He would have Ronnie Hart on there, and he would have Golden Finger Picker on with him. Paul, God, what was his last name?
I don't think I know him.
Paul Ronan. Yeah,
Yeah,
is
I
that
don't
it?
know him.
Yeah, all these old old guys. I used to watch, um, what's his name in Austin? Big Filipino weightlifter guy.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name, but I know
Yeah,
who you're
Paul
talking about.
Gummerson. That was it. Paul Gummerson did that morning
Hmm.
show right when I first started reselling. I just got in on the last maybe 6 months of the shows that
Mm-hmm.
he used to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, bona fide picker. He's still active though. He still puts out videos and still sells his picking books and stuff. Sadie's seen
Yeah,
all of it.
I never would have imagined that I could have made good friends on YouTube the way that I have. And they're genuine friends. They're not just you know fly by night.
Sure.
And
So
you
Dwayne,
know,
you've met Bonafide, huh?
sounds
He
like
used to
it.
do videos where he would have people just come visit him, and he would load them up in his car with him, and they would go to garage sales and go picking.
Hmm.
he he and his brother would get together, and they were pretty funny. They would do some shenanigans.
Yeah, Dwayne. Ryan wants to do some storage units, so I don't know how that's going to work, but because you usually have to clean those out within like 24 hours, don't you?
Yeah, bona fide
I think.
picker, bona fide hustler. The one thing that Bonafide was good at was he would only pick the really good stuff. And
Hey,
me,
Glenn.
when I'm out going to garage sales and stuff, I'll pick up some stupid stuff that won't sell or not worth the time to list it. Hey Glenn,
Well, Ryan is really good at um, toys, picking up these uh, battery operated, toys. He picks them up for $1 or $2 and sells them for $40. You
hmm,
know, so I never thought, that they were worth much, but there's a market for those too. There's a
yeah,
market for everything, I think.
people like to go back and buy what they had as a kid, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they either broke theirs when they were a kid or mom threw it out when they moved out.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people want to go back and reclaim their childhood.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of Goodwills in Utah. We have what they call Desert Industries, which is, I think, the Mormon Virgin version of Goodwill.
Yeah,
And so there's one in Price, which is about 40 miles away from us, that has been real good to us. We've been able to find some excellent deals there, but we don't get there every week or anything. It's just hit and miss.
Yeah. I I quit going to thrift stores. It just wasn't worth my time here.
Yeah,
But that's just the Waco, Texas area is just we just have bad thrift stores.
yeah,
The stuff you would buy from them, they've got priced so high, there's no way. So, and spending 2 hours to dig and finding one thing is just not worth the effort.
right. Yeah,
So I'd rather buy from auctions or garage sales and rummage sales. Anyway, well, it's about 9 o'clock. About time to shut this puppy down.
all righty. Well, thank you for allowing me to come on with you.
Well, thank you for being here. You made it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So,
gonna hang out after you go off and make sure that I got your address to send you those watches.
okay, cool.
All right.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. I think the broadcast is going to be hosted by Tom tomorrow. You know Tom, don't you, Sandy? Queen City Picker.
No, I don't think so.
He's one of our bunch.
Oh, okay.
So, you, Sandy, are you a member of the our Facebook group, Reseller Squad?
No,
Okay, you need
I'll have to
to.
find that. Get on there with you guys.
Well, let me put a link in so
Okay.
everybody can jump in, and that way you see who's hosting the 8 o'clock show, or
Okay.
pretty much every weekday. There it is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Um, yeah, it's a pretty good reselling group, and anybody can join.
Oh, okay. Great.
So, all right, everybody, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye bye.